things don't move, but I feel the wind. He left without a storm, but the silence still spins. No slamming doors, no shattered glass, just the slow ache of what won't pass. I smile in the mirror, but not with my eyes. Friends say he's gone, but no one asks why. You can't trace a scar when the wound's in your chest. You can't heal a ghost that never rests. Tell me you see it, the damage he drew, painted in shadows, not black and blue. No alarms, no flashing light, but I relive it every night. Tell me you hear it, the silence he left, a love that vanished without a step. He didn't leave ashes, didn't leave flames, but I'm still burning just the same. I drive past places we used to go slow, now they flicker like wheels in a movie I know. He never screamed, just slowly erased every sweet promise, every soft place. And now I keep my laughter light, not too loud, not too right, 'cause if I feel too much it floods the quiet things that ruined us. Tell me you see it, the war in my chest, the kind that never lets you rest. No fingerprints, but he's still there, like perfume woven into air. Tell me you hear it, the song we don't sing, the silence where his name still rings. No broken glass, no scream, no shout, but somehow he tore me inside out. He didn't run, he just drifted wide, left like fog with the morning light. But if pain had a name, you know it's mine. I carry it quiet, I carry it fine. Tell me you see it, even if you can't touch. Heartbreak dressed in nothing much, no scars to show, but every thread's torn. A goodbye in a different form. Tell me you see it, and maybe I'll heal. Tell me I'm not the only one who feels. It wasn't loud, but it was real, and that's the hardest kind to feel. You like to call me after fights, said I calmed your storm at night, but I was just your second screen while she lived out your favorite dream. You held my face like it was glass, but you kissed me like a second class passenger on your love train, ticket paid in someone else's name. You traced your lies down my spine, said chill, it's love, but so is cyanide. You called my name with her perfume on, and said I smelled like moving on. You prayed with me, hands still unclean. You wrote forever and disappear in ink, lit candles in my lungs, then left. Now every breath is burnt regret. So go play hide and cheat in your little maze of make-believe. Kiss her slow in the passenger seat, like you didn't say those things to me. I hope the guilt stays on your teeth. I hope her laugh sounds just like me, 'cause when the smoke clears at your feet, you'll still be the king of hide and cheat. You said my silence made you scared, but you carve comfort out of my despair. You like me broken, like me still, a doll you pose just for the thrill. You said you're sorry in lowercase, like grief was just a style phase. You packed your lies in thrift store grays, then ghosted me with screenshot praise. So go play hide and seek in that fairy tale of your deceit. Kiss her neck like mine was leased. Leave your soul on red at least. I hope your mirror starts to scream. I hope your dreams play back my screams. You can keep your tricks and silver sheets. I'm done with kings who hide and cheat. You weren't a villain. You were just a bored boy who thought breaking hearts was a way to feel noise.
You held my hand like it meant forever, told me secrets in late September, said I was different, said you were scared. But God, I thought that meant you cared. You kissed me slow in your old car, promised me I'd always be your star. Then the cold came and so did the space. Now I'm just someone you replaced. And I know you smile like nothing's wrong, while I'm breaking every time our song comes on. Why do me like this? Like love was just a dare, like I was something you'd miss until I wasn't there. You said you were all in, then left without a trace. If you never meant it, why'd you say it to my face? Why do me like this? I replay every good night you sent, each one sweeter than you ever meant. And I wonder if she laughs like I did. Does she know the part of you I hid? It's not just love that I miss now, it's who I thought you were somehow. Why do me like this? Like my heart was just a game, like I was made to fix your need to feel no shame. You danced in my silence,
Said you were tired, but called her after. I saw it coming, yeah, I had the signs. But I loved you more than I loved the lines. You laughed it off like I was too much. Now you post like we just lost touch. But you told the story in your own way. I'm the mess that made you stray. And I gave you time, gave you grace while you lied to my face. Now you say I'm crazy, but babe, I was just in love. You made me the villain asleep at night, painted me wrong just to feel right. Told the world I broke your heart when you tore mine apart. If I'm the bad one in your head, at least I know I meant what I said. You made me the villain asleep at night, but you know you were never right. You play the victim, act so small, like I just woke up and burned it all. But I was the only one keeping track of every chance you never gave back. Your friends all think I lost my mind, but they don't know what you left behind. Screenshots say what you won't admit. You were done before you quit. And I stayed through the cold, try to fix what you broke, but you love to rewrite the end like we were just pretend. You made me the villain asleep at night, painted me wrong just to feel right. Told the world I broke your heart when you tore mine apart. If I'm the bad one in your head, at least I know I meant what I said. You made me the villain asleep at night, but you know you were never right. I could have been your every reason, but you needed someone to believe in, a version where you didn't lie. So I became the alibi. You made me the villain asleep at night. Tell yourself I was never right, but I loved you loud and true, even when it broke me too. So call me names, twist the script, just remember who you kiss. You made me the villain asleep at night, but I loved you in the
Passed my test at 10:03. Smelled so white I could barely breathe. Mom took a photo, said I'm proud of you. I texted you but no reply came through. Keys in hand, world felt brand new. Windows down with the sky so blue. Thought today would end with you and me, but love and timing never quite agree. Got my license and a heartbreak, same day, different way. Freedom tastes like open roads, but your goodbye hit close. I should be celebrating now, few days till I'm 18, wow, but you chose today to let me go. So I drove off with my license, one hand on the wheel, one on my chest. Few days from 18 on my own heart, a little bruised, but I've grown. And that's how I learned to let go.
said it's not you, it's just the time. Guess my first drive ends with goodbye. I passed one test, failed the other. Guess heartbreak's part of growing older. The silence in my car was loud. Parked by the lake just to scream it out. Played our song, let it hurt a while. Then turned the key and found my smile. I thought you'd be the first to ride shotgun seat on this brand new life. But I guess some roads split in two, and I can't take both, not with you. Got my license and a heartbreak, same day, different ache. Felt the wind and felt the sting of losing you and gaining wings. I should be dancing through this glow with 18 candles about to blow, but you chose today to let me go. So I drove off with my license and let go. Like magic, some just hurt, but freedom's still a kind of grace, even with tears on my face. Got my license and I'm still here, growing up through every tear. One hand on the wheel, one on my chest, learning how to love what's left. So maybe this was how I grow, not just to drive but letting go. You gave me pain, I gave it a road. Now I drive with my license and let go. Few days from 18 on my own heart, a little bruised, but I've grown. And that's how I learned to let go.
Past that diner off Route 12, where you kissed me like no one else. I ordered coffee just to stop. Your name still echoes off the walls. I swore I'd never come back here, but time forgets what the heart fears. The jukebox played that Springsteen track, and I swear my soul slipped through the cracks. It's deja vu in denim and smoke. Every streetlight knows the joke. I said I'd heal, I meant it then, but now I'm back where we began. 'Cause I didn't like the ending, didn't like the script we wrote. You were wildfire, I was hoping we'd be ashes made of gold. But don't say this is meant to be, don't blame it on fate's design. It's just the same old streetlights trying to rewrite what we left behind. I saw your sister at the store. She asked if I still wrote those chords. I smiled and said, not anymore. But I lied there, scattered on the floor. I still wear that coat from 19, the one you said looked good on me. It smells like winter, cheap perfume, and everything we couldn't do. This town don't change, just rearranges the same old ghosts in different faces. You moved on, or so they say, but your echo still knows where I stay. 'Cause I didn't like the ending, didn't like who I became in the version of our story where I kept your last name. So don't say I'm still healing if I can't sleep through the night with these same old streetlights burning through my rearview side. I wrote you letters I won't send in hotel rooms past 3 a.m. You haunt the chords of every song like a ghost who stayed too long. Change my hair, I change my mind. Your memory don't fall in line, so I keep running through the scenes of a love we lost behind the screen. I won't rewrite the ending, won't play the same refrain. You were lightning, I was silence in a war we couldn't name. So I'll leave this town at sunrise, leave the ghost of bitter fights. Let the same old streetlights guide someone else through their goodbyes. I've seen this road, I've played this part, but not this time, not this hard. The lights can shine, but I won't stay. Same street lights, new escape. You said we're a secret worth keeping. I believed it like stars believe in dreaming. You'd laugh, say I was all you needed, and I'd hold on like love never cheated. I planned futures in the quiet of night, named the kids in my head, thought it felt right. You were out somewhere chasing light, while I stayed home loving you blind. And I didn't ask for forever, just hoped you meant something, even if not together. But I made you up, didn't I? Turn late night calls into lullabies. You were bored, I was believing. You were passing time, I was healing. I built a home and you made me hard, but you were gone before it could even start. Yeah, I made you up, but the pain was real from the start. You kissed me like it meant tomorrow, then left me in a room full of sorrow. You said don't catch feelings with that grin, but I already had deep within. I memorized the way you talk, and you forgot me by the next walk. I was writing poems in your name. You were scrolling, playing games. Guess I mistook your 2 a.m. smile for something that could have stayed a while. But I made you up, didn't I? Told myself love was in your eyes. You were bored, I was sinking. You were numb, I was still thinking. I built a dream in your borrowed bed. Well, you forgot every word I said. Yeah, I made you up, but the ache was mine instead. Some hearts burn, some just glow. So I made you up and I've made my peace. You were a lesson, not a masterpiece. You were fun, I was fire. You were gone, I was hired. I built a song out of all we lacked. Now I've got the truth you can't take back. Yeah, I made you up, but now I know you were never really that. You heard it from someone who heard it from someone who doesn't even know my last name. But you ate it up like gospel truth, didn't ask, just walked away. I saw you laughing with your friends at lunch, like we were just a phase you dodged. I still have your playlist saved, guess you already pressed stop. And I don't need a microphone to scream how much you got me wrong. You built a case with no defense, guess fairy tales don't make much sense. So go ahead and believe the hallway lies, even though I told you, looked you in the eyes. You threw away the best thing you had for a rumor past, like a schoolyard fad. And I hope it keeps you warm at night, that gossip you chose over what felt right. I was
was real, I was there, I was true. But you chose the noise instead of you. They said I kissed someone by the vending machine. Yeah, 'cause that's totally my scene. Funny how I loved you loud, but lies always drown out honesty. You used to say I made you feel seen. Now I'm just a name in your deleted feed. Tell me, did you ever even know me, or just who they made me out to be? And I hope your new truth keeps you safe, wrapped in shame in second place. You could have fought, you could have stayed, but cowards run when hearts get played. So go ahead and believe the hallway lies. Your silence hit harder than the alibis. You let them talk, you let me break. And for what? A high school heartbreak. I gave you trust, I gave you time, but you gave up the second it wasn't fine. You know the truth, I still see it in your face, but lies are easier to chase. I wrote your name in my notebook, hearts. Now I write songs with broken parts. I'm not perfect, but I was yours until you slammed that locker door. So go ahead and believe the hallway lies, but one day you'll realize that the love I gave was rare as hell, and you lost it on a hallway spell. And maybe that's your biggest miss, 'cause I was real and none of that was this.
You said no secrets, I believe that. Told you every scar I had. You smiled like you meant it, but you hid it in the spaces between your laughs. I saw the red flags in your phone, but I made a house out of broken stone. I carved your name into my sleep while you were out playing hide and cheat. I prayed for us with both hands tied while you swore love with her on the side, and still had the nerve to kiss my spine like Judas whispering you're mine. Me the moment you lied. Don't say you love me, not this time, 'cause love don't leave without goodbye, and trust don't break and still survive. I gave you every tear I cried, but you gave her what you denied. You lost me the moment you lied. You wore my silence like perfume, turned my softness into your room. I kept my promises like vows. You broke yours dancing through the crowd. You said it was just a phase, but phases don't leave handprints on someone else's waist, and guilt doesn't call at 2 a.m. unless it's got a mouth.